Cardano seems to be designed with one thing in mind: solving problems very rationally and logically. This is a project created and run by a man who used to be a mathematician. Now this shows up in several ways, namely the fact that it was named after an Italian mathematician. The token, which actually carries value and is used on the network, is called ADA. So Cardano is the blockchain and ADA is the coin. Now, this is not Americans with Disability Acts, but it comes from the name of a woman who is now considered to be the first ever computer programmer, Ada Lovelace. Beyond naming conventions, Charles Hoskinson clearly has shown an ambition for tackling big challenges through methodical, reasoned, and problem solving. Within the Cardano project, there is tons of research being done, papers being written, and even peer reviews to get third-party feedback. Some may say Charles even has a cult-like following, but he does do often live stream update logs to update his audience. Despite Cardano's unique style and branding, you might just ask yourself, how exactly is it different from Ethereum? Well, lucky for you, we're gonna cover it. Now, we're not going to speculate about individual conflicts or personalities, but the story goes that Hoskinson thought Ethereum should be a for-profit entity, whereas Buterin wanted Ethereum to stay as a non-profit. Both of their wishes ended up coming true in a way. Buterin stayed with Ethereum, and Hoskinson took a sabbatical shortly followed by a proposition. Fellow co-founder of Ethereum, Jeremy Wood, approached Hoskinson about creating a for-profit entity that would create blockchain projects for companies, governments, and even other organizations. This company became known as IOHK, or Input Output Hong Kong, and it's an homage to the engineering term and to the place that it was incorporated. So what does this have to do with Cardano, you ask? IOHK's main project is what we now know as Cardano. Although Ethereum and Cardano are both smart contract platforms, they do differ in several ways. The first is that Cardano has been a proof-of-stake blockchain from the beginning. This means that instead of Bitcoin's method of doing really hard math problems to mine coins, they validate transactions according to how many tokens the validators stake. So for example, if you own a lot of ADA, you can stake that ADA and have more power in the network than those who have little ADA. Ethereum, however, started as a proof-of-work chain, but is now migrating to become a proof-of-stake chain. Another thing that's important is that, like Bitcoin, Cardano is deflationary. This basically means there is a fixed amount, and in the case of ADA, 45 billion total ADA coins will be minted, as opposed to Ethereum, which mints more and more Ethereum every year. From an economic perspective, that would generally mean that, all other things being equal, ADA should increase in value or appreciate more than Ethereum.